12 helpful reminders when you are feeling lost in life. Number 1. Understand and recognize that it is okay. There is nothing wrong with feeling lost. In fact, it is perfectly normal to feel like you don't know what you're doing or where you're going in life. The important thing is to recognize that it's okay to feel this way and to not let it stop you from moving forward. Feeling lost can be incredibly frustrating and overwhelming, but it is also a sign that you are open to new possibilities and willing to take risks. So instead of beating yourself up for not knowing what you want, use this as an opportunity to. Number 2. Use your lost and loneliness as a self-directing guide. If you are feeling lost, it can be helpful to use that feeling as a guide. It's important to realize that you're not alone. Many people feel lost at some point in their lives. Instead of trying to push it away or ignore it, allow yourself to feel the fullness of the emotion. What does it feel like in your body? Where do you feel it most strongly? Allow yourself to sink into the feeling and explore it fully. Doing so can help you understand what it is that you need right now. Maybe you need some time alone to reconnect with yourself, or maybe you need to reach out to others and build new connections. Either way, using your emotions as a guide can help you find your way back to yourself. Ask yourself what it is you really want in life and then go after it. Don't let anyone or anything hold you back. You have the power to create your own destiny. So use your lost and loneliness as a self-directing guide and go after what you want in life. You'll be surprised at what you can achieve when you set your mind to it. Seek professional help if you're struggling to cope with your feelings. Remember, there is no shame in seeking help from a therapist or counselor. They can help you develop a plan to get back on track. Number 3. Understand that loneliness helps you face the truth. Loneliness can be a difficult and painful emotion to experience, but it can also be a helpful emotion that can help us face the truth about ourselves and our lives. When we feel lost and alone, we are forced to confront our own thoughts and feelings. We can no longer hide from ourselves or pretend everything is okay when it's not. This can be a scary and daunting process, but it can also be incredibly liberating and empowering. It's through facing our loneliness that we can learn more about ourselves, figure out what we really want in life, and start making the changes we need to make to create a happier and more fulfilling existence. So if you're feeling lost and lonely, don't despair. Embrace it as an opportunity for growth and self-discovery. When we are by ourselves, we're forced to confront the problems and negative emotions we may have. This can be a difficult and painful process, but it's also essential for growth. Without solitude, we would never be able to work through our issues and come out stronger on the other side. In fact, feeling lost is often a necessary part of finding ourselves. So next time you're feeling alone and lost, remember that it's an opportunity to grow and learn more about yourself. Number 4. Being aware that you have more control of your situation and feelings than you may believe. Feeling lost is a normal part of life. We all feel it at some point. But what if you could learn to control your situation and feelings? You have more control than you may believe. When you feel lost, it's easy to think that there's nothing you can do to change your situation. But that's not true. You always have the power to choose how you react to your circumstances. And when you start making choices that are in line with your goals and values, you'll begin to feel more in control of your life. It's also important to remember that your feelings are just thoughts. They are not facts. Just because you feel lost doesn't mean that you are. Your feelings can change just as easily as your thoughts can. So if you don't like the way you are feeling, change your thinking and see how that affects your emotions. You have more control than you may realize over your situation and how you feel about it. When you take charge of your life and start making choices that are in alignment with what's important to you, feeling lost will become a thing of the past. Number 5. Take a step back and try to identify the root cause of your feelings. If you are feeling lost, it can be helpful to take a step back and try to identify the root cause of your feelings. Often, our feelings of being lost are related to a specific situation or problem that we're facing. By taking the time to identify what's causing us to feel lost, we can begin to develop a plan for how to address it. Of course, sometimes our feelings of being lost are less about a specific problem and more about a general sense of dissatisfaction with our lives. If this is the case, it can be helpful to explore what it is that you are truly longing for. What would make you feel more fulfilled? What changes would you need to make in order to achieve that sense of satisfaction? No matter what's causing you to feel lost, know that it's perfectly normal to feel this way at times. We all go through periods of feeling disconnected and uncertain. But by taking the time to understand your feelings and develop a plan for addressing them, you can start to move forward again. Number 6. Set small, achievable goals for yourself. If you are feeling lost, it can be helpful to set small, achievable goals for yourself. This can help you get back on track and give you a sense of accomplishment. Start by making a list of things you'd like to accomplish, then break them down into smaller goals. For each goal, consider what steps you need to take to achieve it. Once you have a plan, start working towards your goals one at a time. Don't try to do too much at once, focus on making progress little by little. With time and effort, you'll be able to reach your goals and get back on the path to success. Number 7. Try new things and step out of your comfort zone. In order to grow and improve, it is important to try new things and step out of your comfort zone. This can be difficult, but it is worth it to push yourself and strive to do your best. By challenging yourself and taking risks, you will learn more about what you are capable of and develop new skills. Additionally, you may discover new interests and hobbies that you enjoy. So don't be afraid to step out of your comfort zone and try something new. You never know what you might end up loving. Number 8. Reflect on your past experiences and learn from them. There's no denying that we all make mistakes. It's part of being human. However, what separates us from other animals is our ability to learn from our errors and use those experiences to make better choices in the future. When we reflect on our past experiences, both good and bad, we can learn a great deal about ourselves. We can see what worked well and what didn't, what made us happy and what made us unhappy. This self-knowledge is invaluable as it allows us to make more informed choices going forward. Of course, it's not always easy to reflect on our past experiences. Sometimes they are painful or embarrassing. But if we can find the courage to do so, the rewards will be well worth it. We will be wiser, stronger, and more likely to achieve our goals. Number 9. Keep in mind that things will get better and that you are capable of handling whatever challenges come your way. There will always be challenges and difficult times in life, but it's important to remember that things will eventually get better. You are capable of handling whatever comes your way, so don't give up. Keep fighting and moving forward, because the light at the end of the tunnel is always worth reaching for. Remember that things happen for a reason. Sometimes we may not understand why something has happened, but it is important to trust that there is a reason behind it. This can be difficult, especially when we are faced with challenges or setbacks. However, if we can remember that there is a reason for everything, it can help us to persevere and keep going even when things are tough. So next time you are facing a difficult situation, remind yourself that things happen for a reason and trust that there is a purpose to what is happening. Number 10. Journal and record your thoughts. There's something therapeutic about taking the time to journal and record your thoughts. It can be a way to process and make sense of what's going on in your life, and can even help you to find solutions to problems you are facing. It can also be a way to simply vent and release pent-up emotions. And it can be a way to document happy moments and things you are grateful for. Whatever your reason for journaling, it can be a helpful and cathartic activity. If you're not sure how to get started, there are plenty of resources available online or at your local library. Once you start, you may find that you enjoy it so much that you make it a regular part of your routine. Number 11. Have patience and give yourself time to work through your feelings. If you are finding it hard to be kind to yourself, know that you're not alone. It can be really tough to show ourselves compassion, especially when we're facing difficult times. But it's so important to be gentle with ourselves and give ourselves the time and space we need to work through our feelings. Remember that you are worthy of care and understanding. It can be tempting to try to push your feelings away or bottle them up, but that can often make things worse in the long run. Instead, give yourself time to work through your emotions. Allow yourself to feel sad, angry, scared, or whatever else you're feeling. Don't try to force yourself to feel better before you're ready. It's okay to take things at your own pace. Be patient with yourself as you heal and grow. Everything takes time, and you will get there in your own perfect timing. Number 12. Ask for help if the problem continues to persist. If the problem you are facing continues to persist, don't hesitate to ask for help. There's no shame in admitting that you need assistance, and chances are good that someone else has faced a similar issue before. By reaching out, you can get the support you need to resolve the problem. Of course, it's important to first try to solve the problem on your own. But if you've exhausted all of your options and the problem continues, then it's time to seek help from others. Don't be afraid to reach out. There are plenty of people who are willing and able to assist you. It can be tough to admit when you need help. You might feel like you're supposed to be strong and independent all the time. But the truth is, we all need help sometimes. It's okay to be vulnerable enough to admit when you need help. In fact, it's a sign of strength. Asking for help shows that you're wise enough to know your limitations. It takes courage to admit that you can't do everything on your own. And it's a sign of maturity to ask for help when you need it. So if you're feeling overwhelmed or like you can't handle something on your own, reach out for help. There's no shame in admitting that you need assistance. In fact, it's a smart and responsible thing to do. Thank you for listening to the end. Do not forget to like and subscribe.